Hey guys, very good evening, all of you. Hope you all are doing great and you all are safe at your place. Motivation is what gets you started, but habits is what keeps you going. This is said by Jim Rohn. But think about like if that motivation itself is gone, how you will persist or how you will sustain with those habits. So these days, since most of the people they are working from home, but they don't find that motivation which keeps them going during their office days. So even you are at your ease, you are at your comfort, you are at your home. Maybe you are in your pajamas, but you're not feeling that motivation to get started with the work. Maybe you are lying on your sofa set, but you are still missing that office environment. And that perhaps is not making you motivated enough to start with your work or to be involved with your work. You might be alone at home for some time, or maybe even with your family, but you find it very difficult to get stay on some tasks. Maybe you have to squeeze your mind for some hours to put your best effort into that task. But the problem is there are a lot of distractions. Distraction could be due to kids, maybe due to household chores, and due to a lot of other things, because you are working from home, but you are at times working for home. So myself, Ashish, and I hold 12 years of experience in the IT industry, and I've been part of the PM and the UPI community since last 1 year now. And last week we had a session where we got some hacks to stay motivated while working from home. So let me invite the group of panelists today. They are from IT field, they are from HR professional, they are from automobile zone. They have a diversified experience from their own fields, and they have their own perspective to represent all those learnings which they got out of that session. So let's not wait much and let me start inviting them one by one. So let me invite Kalyani. Hello Kalyani, how are you?
Hello Ashish, how are you? I'm good.
I'm doing great, Kalyani. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Definitely. So thanks once again for this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Kalyani and I'm a HR professional. I have around 7 years of experience in human resource function management. And currently I'm living in Hyderabad, and my hobbies involve around reading books and traveling. Today we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic. You know, most of the people we all are working from home. Since last years, and we almost lost all the hopes, motivations to our working from home. So we are today the all panel members are going to share lots of hacks, lots of keynotes to get motivated for a longer time. So please stay tuned, and yeah, over to you, Ashish.
Awesome. Thank you, Kalyani. Great to have you. And a lot of people might be looking for you to give those key learnings, right? Because you yourself come from the HR field, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of people are looking upon the HR professionals to have those kind of policies which will make people more comfortable while working from home, right? Thank you, Kalyani.
Definitely. Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Kalyani. So let me invite Narayan. Hey, Narayan, how are you?
Hi Ashish, hi Kalyani. I'm
Hello,
good. I'm
Nana.
good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, doing great. Yeah, yeah. So Narayan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure, sure. Thank you for inviting me for this panel discussion today. So my name is Narayan Jalan, and I have 8 years of experience in retail e-commerce sector. I'm basically from a place called Giridi, Jharkhand, which is just 3 hours from the Dhoni place, MS Dhoni place. Yeah. And so apart from my professional journey, I just keep myself updated about the news, current affairs, learning new technologies, and in my recent interest, actually I have joined this personal this book club, right, where all those best mind come together and they discover the potential from each other. So
Okay.
good to have this join this meeting. Yeah, looking forward to
Awesome.
it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Narayan, and great to have you. So let me invite Ramit. Hi, Ramit. How are you?
Hi, hello Ashish,
Hello.
hello Kalyani, hello Narayan. Good to see you. Thank
Hi,
you for
Ramit.
inviting on this panel.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ramit.
just to
You can go
introduce
ahead and
myself,
introduce
I'm
yourself.
Ramit Malik from Sonipat. It's in Haryana. So I'm working with an auto major in a mid-level management. So today's topic is very interesting. How to keep oneself motivated while working from home. So let's have a good discussion and have let's add some value to our clients and our viewers too.
Great,
Thank you.
great,
See
great
you.
to have you, Ramit. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So let me invite Yash. Hey, Yash, how are you?
Yeah, hello everybody. How are you?
I'm doing great, Yash. So, Yash, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure, Ashish. So myself, Yash, and I'm in IT industry from past 12 years. My hobbies are playing table tennis and reading books. And today we are going to discuss on an important topic. I think everybody's working from home during this pandemic, ongoing pandemic. And the worst part is that even the 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 scientists, the world known scientists are not sure that when we are going to back to the offices.
Exactly.
So we are just going to discuss the key nuggets, how to keep ourselves motivated while working from home. Yeah, and looking forward to this panel discussion.
Thank you, Yash. Great to have you here. So, still, as Yash was quoting, right? Scientists are clueless that when this pandemic is going to become an endemic, right? The picture is still not clear. A lot of clouds on that, right? So, last week we had a session around like how to stay motivated, right? And obviously, like a lot of people, they are even reluctant to take bath early in the morning, right? Because we are at home, right? And we are at our own comfort, right? So why don't we wake up early and take the bath, right? Let's be in our own comfort zone and have that work started in those pajamas, right? Even while lying on the sofa set, right? So those were the few exercises which he conducted, right, in that session. So why don't you guys start highlighting the pain areas, right, which Vijay was telling during that session, like while people are suffering from while working from home. So who wants to go first?
Right. I can go. No problem.
Okay, sure. Amit, go ahead.
Yeah, you rightly mentioned that we have lost our discipline to take bath on time and be ready for like office every day. Yes, because the work from home has given us so much of comfort that we have lost such kind of discipline, which need to be inculcated, I would say. So work from home definitely has given us a lot of advantage, but side by side, yes, people have lost their motivation. People have lost their creativity kind of a work. People have, it has become a little challenging because we are not able to interact with each other a lot. We are not able to communicate like as we were doing before. And discipline, yes, it need to be inculcated again. So with this medium now, I would also say that if this pandemic is going to end, so let us also try to have more discipline and try to do something, again back to a disciplined life, and see that our productivity will definitely increase with the small steps which we will discuss in due course again.
Right.
To start, over to you.
Great point. Yeah, yeah. So lack of discipline, right? The one point which Ramit quoted, lack of discipline, right? So as soon as this pandemic started, people suddenly lost their discipline, right? They had that motivation that we have to wake up early, we have to dress up, right? And there used to be a particular sort of routine, right, on a daily basis. Like we have to go to office and we have to interact with people. Now you are at your home, right, and you have all that virtual meetings going on. You don't even find a time to even have lunch also at times. So yeah. So anybody else wants to add to that point?
Yes, I would like to add, and rightly said Ramit and Ashish about it was the pandemic, the work from home culture has given lots of advantages, but we are much aware about the disadvantages because earlier when we used to go to office we were disciplined. We being a girl, I think all the girls can relate, like when we go to office we have one questions: what we're supposed to wear. So that kind of confidence we used to wear every day, and we used to go to office, so that keeps us motivated. And the other part, when we go office we interact with the people. We actually most of the time we share our personal and professional with our peers, with our colleagues. So we are actually neglecting the stress areas. We are actually neglecting the stress, the issues and the problems for some time, and we can also get a guidance from the people around us. So kind of motivation we are losing in this culture actually.
Exactly. Great point. Great point. I mean, the
Yeah.
motivation itself. Yeah. Yes, you want to add something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great point from Kalyani. So there is no physical connect, right? If you are just connecting with somebody physical, then there is a different conversation going on, right? There is a eye to eye connect, and you can get the body language. You can develop a different kind of a trust. But if you are taking calls from the Zoom sessions or from any other connecting software, so you're not able to get that kind of a trust. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Exactly. That emotional collect is missing somewhere, right?
yeah,
The point which Yash quoted, and also the point which Kalyani quoted, right? Even people used to so much desperate, like, okay, what should I dress in today while going to office, right? And those are also emotions, right? I have that emotions that I have to look handsome, I have to look beautiful, right? So
yeah,
those are also the emotions, right? That we have to build our personality, right, while going to the office. So that emotions, all the emotions that went away as soon as we started working from home permanently, right? And as Yash was quoting, right, that emotional connect is missing somewhere, right? Great point, Yash. Great point, Kalyani. Yeah. Yeah, Narayan, you want to add something?
Yeah, Ashish. So I think everybody has covered a lot many points. I just want to highlight one more thing is that people are actually even though the calls has increased, right? Even though if you see the communication has increased, like it's not that we are not connecting one on one, right? Because the calls or the meetups has increased a lot, right? But if you see that 80% of the meetups are unproductive, right? Because we're just trying to understand the project requirement or just trying to ping everyone for every hour, right? So the unproductive calls has increased a lot, and that's why we are losing on the personal upfront, right? Personal note, and that is
Right.
something we need to work on, right? If we start working on that area, then probably our life will be easy and we can try to connect with each one of us, right? So and also having said that, people are not disciplined and people are easily approachable, right? The company and all the colleagues, all the managers, all the clients, they are well known to each other, and anybody is reachable at any time, and that's the mindset as being there, right, for in the work from option. That has to be changed, right? Until unless there's an organizational shift happens, and there's a particular timeline, the deadlines, or basically the scheduling times comes from the management side or from the manager side, which allows the people to maintain their work life balance, is
Right.
something required now. So that is
Exactly.
something is required now. Yeah.
Great point. Great point. Exactly. Like the work-life balance has also been impacted, right, during
Right.
this work from home era. And people are sometimes people are taking the time as granted, right? We have a lot of time because they are saving that commuting time on a daily basis, right? Like
Right.
somebody is saving 2 hours, somebody is saving 1.5 hours, somebody is saving 3 hours, right? And gradually they thought, okay, we have bulk of time, and let's be more comfortable because we are at home, right? But that is actually turning out to be getting more unproductive time for them, right? That's very rightly
So
quoted.
you won't believe, Asis, I just joined last week one organization, and people here are they actually texting in the WhatsApp. Hey guys, they're meeting. Are we meeting now in 10 minutes or 20 minutes? I said, come on, man, come on. You can't be on the like you shouldn't discuss about the professional on the personal front, right? Like WhatsApp is very personal to everyone, or we employees, right? Let's make the difference of the personal life in our communication also, right? So we use our different mode of medium of communication, right, for the professional journey. So we use Zoom or what
Exactly.
are the Slack or MS Team, right? So let's stick to that particular platform itself. Let's I don't so let's keep the professional and private life, personal life separate. That's the first thing we should actually do. Yeah.
Exactly. Great point. And a lot of people now they are asking to each other, what was the last time when you wore jeans?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Right, right.
question is trending these days. Yeah. Yeah, Ramit, you want to add something?
There was a feedback for a survey which was done, which was conducted among the people, that what is the most difficult thing while you will be going back to office. The people said the wearing clothes, wearing the appropriate
Mm,
clothes actually. So people are so used to wearing these pajamas and shorts and all at home. They find it difficult actually to come back to the formals, wearing shoes and dressing up and go. So that's the main thing actually we have to start with. And yes, the connection has lost, and that we need to revive again. And like I'm just trying to give you an example. Into like, there was a training which happens in my company recently. So there were around 50 guys which were involved in that training. So instructor asked to it was in the early morning, 9 o'clock itself. So instructor asked suddenly he asked to switch on the cameras. You will be surprised to see that only 5 people were able to switch on the cameras at that time. Then
Uh,
then instructor asked, okay, I'm giving you 15 minutes, but whosoever is attending the session, they have to switch on the camera. Another 5 people of more added. But still, there were around 40 people who didn't switch on the camera till 1 hour, right? So that means people are still at uncomfortable situation. They were not able to switch on the camera,
That's correct.
and really that lacks connect actually. While we are
Exactly.
instructing, we
Right.
talking, so it lacks connect. So that
we,
Exactly.
from
yeah,
there we
just
can
to
analyze how to that's how much difficult is it now.
Yeah. Great
Yeah,
point.
I think, yeah, great point. I think just to add to this Ramit point, he made a very good point. I think the motivations nowadays people are losing while work from home because they don't have a dedicated workspace for their office, right?
Exactly.
They're tempted to be in bed and they just start logging to the from their laptop and start doing the office work, and which eventually hampering their effective productivity. Because if you are what you're mixing your sleep with your work, right? If you are
Exactly.
lying on bed and working, then you are troubling your sleep as well and affecting your productivity. So
Exactly.
so just to improve your motivation factor, it's although we know that there is some challenges that you can't have a dedicated space, you don't have much big houses, but still you should have dedicate some space. Okay, I will log in from using this space only, and I will be sitting there from 9 to 5 or any during my office hours, irrespective of which time you are logging. So dedicated workspace should be required to increase your motivation factor.
Correct.
Exactly. That's a valid point. That's a
Right.
valid point, and makes sense. Yeah, right. Because we don't have that dedicated workplace, right? And we really miss those workplaces, right? Which we used to get in the office premises, right? And
Hmm.
somewhere that is also becoming a part of getting demotivated that we don't have dedicated workspace for us, right? Great point.
Correct.
Great point.
And
Yeah.
Ashish, I personally figured out one big issue in this, this work from home culture. Earlier we used to interact with the people and understand, their expressions. Now working from home, sometimes our manager wants to convey something, or some of our colleagues want to convey something, and we most of the time end up misunderstanding, the intentions, the purpose, so this connect is actually missing the expression part. We are actually not listening what exactly being mentioned in the discussion or being conveyed. Instead we are assuming. So this assumption part more in this work from home culture, and we are just losing the connect of listening part or understanding part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
And with this assumptions, we are not asking the questions. We are just assuming all the things. So I just want to add a joke here. So one of the guys is just having a call, and his mother said, "Okay, just go and get something from the market." So he said, "No, no, I am working. I have a call." So mother said, "I will get back to you. This is the only thing that you want to say. I will speak on your behalf. Just go and get the thing."
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and
That's a great
again, this
one.
is so I think, and this is happening. This is not the fake, and this is happening most of the time. We are just listening to the calls, we are assuming the things, and we are not answering or asking the questions, right? And we are just, and
Exactly.
if somebody just take your name in the call, and we are not aware what the question asked, so the best answer is that, okay, I will get back to you. I will ask my colleague later after this call what information you are asking for, and this is very true incident that happened.
Exactly. Maybe that boy should have asked the question to his mother
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would you be able to handle all those calls or not? Or would you be handle all those questions or not?
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, great thing. Yes.
Basically, communication has become real challenge. Actually, I would say in-depth communication, which is not happening. So, to improve this work from home culture, the communication should get improved. So there should be a lot of one-to-one calls among the employees and the employer and the colleagues, or employees and the subordinates. So communication should be more and more. Actually, one of the way
Exactly.
Right.
to get oneself motivated while we are working from home.
Exactly. And interestingly, like this, all these things, they have brought a great point. Since we are all volunteering as part of the PM and the UPI, and we always talk about the effective communication. So all these things have brought a great point that how facial expressions, right, play an important role in our communication, right, in the effective communication, right. Only simply listening to the audio or the voice will not make sense, right. I mean, it might help you to communicate the things, but it will not help you to communicate effectively at times, right? Maybe I don't know how much you are able to relate to that, but I just want to bring this point because we are missing that facial connect also these days, the physical connect, right? We're not able to see that faces of each other, right? These days, our peers and a lot of things. Great point, Namit. Yeah.
Yeah, another. Yeah, Narayan, you can go ahead.
Yeah,
You
sure.
want to?
So this is the one challenge which I faced during the work from home was that the discipline life, right? Which Vijay mentioned. So since we were in a comfort zone, and we're about to do anything like at any time, right? And we actually lost our all discipline in the work home culture. So I personally, I actually what I build up, I try to build up my timetable on my own way. So everybody can there like work on their own timetable. So what I did is I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and then 5 o'clock, from 5 to 5:20 I just do the exercises, and then from 5:30 to again for the next 20 minutes I do the I watch the videos, motivational videos or the meditation videos, and from 5:40 to 6 o'clock I do the meditation actually. So this is 1 hour my journey, and actually this 1 hour actually keeps me rest 24 hours very active basically. And after 6 o'clock, I again go for a half an hour walk, and then I come back and I do the reading part. And from 7 to 8:30, I just do on my personal growth, right? I just learn the new techniques or new technology, right? So I spare some times on my technology skills, right? So I just build up my timetable to understand or to basically to create a timetable so that it actually help me in my journey and in my professional journey also, and in my private life also, right? And again I play with my children. So once the children wake up by 8 o'clock, right? So I try to play half an hour with my daughter. So again I log in from office from 9:30, right? So by 9:30 I should be ready, and then I try to log in from like to the office, right? So the discipline life actually, the timetable basically which we missed during the work home option. Once we start following the timetable or discipline life, it will help you to make your work from life easy, like very comfortable, right? That is something
Absolutely.
Vijay has mentioned about in the last session, which is really helpful. Now, this time slot, which timetable which I mentioned, can be different for the different people, right? Now you need to identify what actually timetable suits for you, right? Maybe I'm an early morning guy, right? Maybe people are in the late evening, late nighters also, right? So they can actually work on their shift timings, right? So we need to identify what timetable they suits you. And like taking the bath in the morning, probably they can take the bath in the afternoon also. It's not necessarily we should take the bath before 9 o'clock. It should be that on a regular basis you should follow the timetable on a regular time basis. It shouldn't be that okay, before 9 o'clock I should be ready. No, not definitely not. You can take the bath at 11 also, but take at 11 on a daily basis. Take a bath on 12 o'clock, take a bath on a daily basis. But that is something you need to follow. Like have a timetable on your agenda. Then probably then it will reduce the
Exactly.
burden or all the scenario. Over to you, Ashish.
I mean, what Narayan was saying, like taking a bath is more bad. That at least take the bath, right? At
Yeah,
least,
yeah. I'm saying
not
that
even in
take
the
on
morning, but at least
on the
take the bath, right?
yeah. It should be regular on the taking the bath
Regularly.
at a particular time, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
Correct.
Amit, you want to add something?
But yes, and I want to add, and I pretty much agree with Narayan's point, as he has given us a keynotes, key takeaways, like what are the basics we can follow and get
Mhm.
motivated and be disciplined in our life. Oh, one more key points I would like to share out here, like this is the time has come where we need to work on our weapons area, where we actually need to understand what are our strength area. For example, we go to a doctor, we visit a doctor, and he won't just give us a medicine. He just have a look what problem we are facing. He'll have to check. He'll ask us, He'll ask us to do some test and all, and then we come back, and then that's how he understand, and he provides us the proper prescription or medicines. The same we have to follow out here with our life. Like, we need to understand what are the areas we are good with, the strength areas, the gift areas. We need to understand, analyze it, and then we actually start working on it. So, that's our time where we can utilize our time working on our strengths areas, and to get in growth to add on the skills in ourselves. So, yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah,
Yeah.
working on the
Right,
strength.
right, right.
Yeah, just to add to Kalyani's point, yeah, it's a very great point that start working on their strength areas and start rewarding yourself. So while during the pandemic situation, we forget to reward ourselves, right? When we are in
Right.
the office, we challenge ourselves, our work with the our colleagues that okay, he is putting this much of effort. Let me put more efforts than him, and once we are working from home, there is nobody to compare with, right? We cannot challenge. But
Exactly.
I should say that we should start rewarding ourselves and start fixing the goals. Okay, if I will do this much of work, then I will going to watch my favorite show
Exactly.
on that particular day. So if you
Exactly.
just keep such kind of standards, then definitely you will this will keep you motivated, and your productivity will also get increase.
Awesome. That's a great point. Like rewarding yourself. Awesome. Yes, really like that point. And even like the in the session also we got some key nuggets, right? Like maybe the person who is managing the people, right? He can start giving some creative work instead of giving that mundane work or mundane job,
Yeah.
right? On a daily basis. Like even that can also keep you motivated. Maybe some research work, right? That can also keep you motivated. Okay, you have something new to do other than your daily routine job, other than your daily routine work, right? And a lot of initiatives have been taken by the corporates also these days, right? They have started sending these table and chair, right? I mean, I don't know, like, but a lot of companies I heard like they started this initiative like sending the table and the chair to have the dedicated workspace, right?
Virtual
For the
space.
workplace,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. Great point,
Even
yes.
even just to add to Ashish points, one of my friend is working for the US based company. So that company has sent to him a big mics also to keep on the table and to have some entertainment while they will all around the world they are having the same time of entertainment like things. So
Exactly.
but that's a very good initiative which the company
Yeah.
took for those things. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also came to like some of my friend he got some kits from his office like regarding these masks and sanitizer and came for his kids, right? So I mean people are I mean corporates are taking really nice initiatives to keep the employees motivated. And these days even people are asking like whosoever is working home they're asking like okay what else we will get as part of working from home, right? Because now their expectation is
Hmm.
increasing.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe
true.
can you
Few
want
of
to add to that, right? Okay, yeah, yes, please go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Few of my friends also got the gift hampers from the offices. This will also keep you motivated. Yeah,
Awesome, awesome.
that's
And
great.
that will actually bring back that same connect somewhere, right? Which people are missing since a long time while they started working from, right? Great point. Yes. Kalyani, you want to add?
Yeah, definitely. So I have experience like working from office. Like I being in HR, I used to arrange multiple activities for our employees. We used to celebrate festival. We used to have a lunch. We used to go for trips, outings, everything. But due to pandemic, due to this work from home culture, it's all stopped. But still, I try to engage my employees, try to engage my people, arranging them some of the activities, some fun activities, even if it's not a fun activities, the normal activities where they can interact with each other, having a coffee catch up kind of things, so these all things actually help to interact with each of the employees personally, and finding the connects, personal connects with all the employees. So my point to share this is like even if we are handling a team, even we are not an HR from the HR background, even if I'm a normal manager, I'll try to arrange some activities for my team. So the team will be getting motivated with this, like at least the connect will be there, so
Exactly.
that everyone can start over here and connect with their employee. So
Awesome. That's a
the
great
connect
point.
will be there.
Exactly, and that's what even in session we got that one of the key nuggets, like start doing that virtual lunch meetings, right? I mean that will eventually add to the existing number of meetings, but this will be a video meeting, right? The video chatting, right, while having the lunch, right? But that will actually bring back that connect, right? That physical connect somewhere. It will fill the gap to some extent because at least people will get to see the faces of their peers and their, I mean, whosoever they are reporting to, right? So that's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Great point, Kalyani. Yeah.
Right, right. One more thing I would like to just add. Let's say if a manager, since this COVID time has really gone too high, too long now, so people are demotivated to sometimes. But how to identify, like for a manager, I think there should be a red alarm if it's is his down the line. People are not interacting with them regularly, or after
Exactly.
after some time they have passed and they have not interacted them with in an effective manner. So that should be an alarm for an manager to take
Exactly.
some action, motivation action for that particular employee and boost his energy back to the level. It doesn't mean that employees maybe searching job or something. It more or less it means that he has been demotivated, or he is a little bit in a depression kind of a state, out of the touch kind of a thing. So
Exactly.
that point of time communication need to be started again. That need to be
Exactly.
taken care by the manager.
That's a great point. Use that effective communication to build that connect, right? Even though you're working remotely, but try to build that connect among the peers or among your whosoever you're reporting, right? So that they don't feel isolated enough, and they don't go into the unresponsive mode, right? That you are trying to contact them, but they are not responding somehow, right? Great point, Ramit. So I think we are almost done with the discussion. So any one last message you want to share with the audience, like, I mean, which you are using, or I mean, which is keeping you motivated while working from home. One by one, you can start sharing. Ramit, you want to go first?
Yes, yes, Ashish. Yes. So,
So what is keeping you
what you
motivated? Let us
hello?
ask.
Pardon me. Sorry, I didn't heard.
What is keeping you motivated, or how you are
So, what
keeping
is
yourself motivated?
okay? I'll just tell a few examples. Okay, like in our company also we did a 0 hour discussion actually. That
Yes.
means we took time out of half an hour once a week or twice a week, wherein voluntarily people are coming and just interacting and doing a casual discussion. Although it's not a video call still, but yes, discipline we will inculcate from next time. A good learning from PIM. We'll ask them to dress up and stay energetic and stay with us, and then let us start doing with that. That's a good point actually. So that we started, which has really helped us. And to me personally, interacting with my old friends in the evening time keeps me a lot of motivated, because I'm in hometown, so I'm enjoying that part a lot. Although it's a Corona time, but still we see that we should meet up at least once in a while. And thank you, PM. Really, it is a nice platform. At least in this time, at this time also, we are well dressed up and we are well motivated to speak
Well motivated.
with our viewers. So the same
Thank
thing
you,
can
great
be
point.
done in the morning time also. Yeah.
Great point. Amazing,
Thank
amazing,
you.
Ramit.
And thank you for
Amazing,
giving
Ramit.
such a good platform to interact with people. Yeah.
Pleasure, Amit, having you here as part of our
Thank
community.
you.
And thank you. Yeah. Who wants to go next? Yeah, come on. What is keeping you motivated? Nayan, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure, sure,
Okay.
Ashish. See, for me, like discipline life, right? And see, in the last to last session where Vijay actually tell about the different hacks, right? To actually how to manage your life in the home, right? Because there are a lot of challenges which we see when we are working while working from the home. That how can you actually keep the relationship with your spouse, children, and the different hacks which actually keep you motivated also, right? That was very insightful, right? And in the last session we learned about, okay, what are the different 5 hacks basically, or the 5 different logics which can apply to actually build the relationship with our teammates, right? With our colleagues. So yeah, so I find very relevant which Vijay was mentioning. One was being, okay, try to be punctual, try to make a discipline life, right? And try to do a connect, right? Just apart from the professional meetups, try to look into their own personal life also, right? Basically, we want to have a casual talks so that you are in a same space where the people can share the same thought process, right? It's just about the professional thing, but once you have this connection, basically, then you can share the thought process, and that will be communicated. That will help you in both the ways, professionally also and mentally also. Basically, yeah. Then the effectiveness of the work will come, right? The ROI part will be much higher
Yeah.
than before. So
So one
that
last
is
way, Narayan, sorry I'm interrupting. One last way, just in single line, which is keeping you
yeah.
motivated.
So I think I always try to encourage that you find your own way. So for me it was a disciplined life. I think, see, most of the people, they have different segment, right? For bachelors, or for the people who are married who don't have the children, the people who have married who have the children, right? So all those people, they have their own difficulties, and they have to find out their own way. So for me it was to balance the life, work from life balance, from the professional way, professionally also, and the personally also. And how to can I make the my lifestyle better, right? With a disciplined way, with making the right timetable. That actually keep me
Awesome.
motivated to work. Yeah.
Awesome. That's a great point. Like have that discipline, right? Imbibe that
Right.
discipline still, even you are at home. Great point. Thank you.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you, Nilan. So let me come to Kalyani for one last message or one last way you want to share the audience which is keeping you motivated in this work from home times. Kalyani, you're on mute.
Thank you very much once again, Ashish, for giving me such an amazing platform where we, discuss our views, understand each other's, and then, we help others as well, like viewers, to get some key nuggets from the discussion. So here, the few points where I get motivated while, working from home is the first one is we all needs to have a proper flow of skills, a proper flow of energy within us. Mean of it, like, we need to start working or utilizing our focus our time on our skills area, our strength areas. So yeah, definitely I'll encourage all to utilize this time and to work on their strength areas. Also start focusing on interaction part. Try to interact with people. It's not only a professional way. Even if you have family, you have friends, you almost have lost connection, so you can get interact with all and to get and connect once again. So yeah, that's from my side. Yeah.
Great point. Great point. Thank you, Kanani. And that really makes sense, right? Have that connect and work on your strength areas, right? Try to identify your strength areas and where you can work more and you can leverage it more, right? For your benefit. Thank you, Kalani. So yes, you want to share
Yeah, definitely.
what is keeping you motivated?
Yeah, I have also a couple of nuggets which keep me motivated. The first is thing is that I'm blocking my calendar. It's everybody notices if you're working from home, it's difficult because you have a family life as well, and they keep on nugging you. Okay, do this work, do this. So what? So try to avoid and keep myself motivated. I block my calendar. Okay, from say logging at 9 a.m. So from 9 to 11, I will be dedicatedly work for office, and then I will
Awesome.
steal some time from 11 to say 12. I will pay attention to my family and work for them, right?
Awesome.
And second point that keeps me motivated is I'm regulating my all emotions which are coming in my mind. For what I mean is that I will say to myself, if I will complete this project, then I will feel more happy rather than sitting empty and doing nothing. Okay,
Awesome.
just setting small targets and regulating all your emotions that are coming in your mind. So these are the
Awesome.
2 points. And one more thing, while practicing the calendar blocking thing, there is a technique which I just want to share with all the viewers. There is a pomodoro technique, and what is technique says is that just set up a timer for 25 minutes, focus on one particular task for that 25 minutes, then take a break for 5 minutes. Repeat
Awesome.
this, and once you do it for 4 times, then definitely you will see there is an increase in the productivity.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
That's a great point, Yash. I mean, surely it will help a lot of people to schedule their priorities, right? A lot
yeah,
of people they are suffering with the with setting their right priorities, right? They don't know like which priority they need to set, right? And the technique which you have shown, which you have discussed, which you have talked about, right? Setting those 25 minutes for that
Right.
important thing which you want to focus on. Awesome. That's really wonderful. So somewhere you developed your self talk also, right? You started telling to yourself that I will be more happy if I concentrate on these things. If I set these priorities, right, I will be more happy. Awesome. That's a great point.
That's correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Yash. Thank you, Ramit. Thank you, Kalyani, and thank you, Narayan. And one last message I also want to share from my side, which is keeping me motivated. Obviously, I'm part of PIM and UPI thanks to these communities which are helping us to stay motivated. And but one last message I want to share is like we always look for that, we always seek for that external motivation, right? But look around you or look around yourself. There is the biggest motivator inside you, and just ask to him that what can keep me motivated, and he will tell you so many things. I
Right.
hope I made some sense. Thank you. So thank you all,
Right.
thank you
Great
for
point.
saying those key nuggets.
Thank you,
And
everyone. Good
thank
night.
you, Yash. Thank you,
Thank
Kalyani. Thank you, Ramit. Thank you, Narayan. Thank you,
Thank you,
audience,
everyone.
for watching us live, and I hope we added some value to all of you, and you can try implementing those key nuggets to set your priorities and to stay motivated. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
everyone. Good night.